Daniel still family ties. They didn't say anything for a long moment, and Ted was about to thank her again for her help with the contracts class, when without a word she leaned toward him, put an arm around his neck, and pulled him close to her. She kissed him then, and as she did, he felt as though his lips and soul and loins were on fire. He had never felt anything like it before. He started to pull away and then found he couldn't stop. It was as though he had been drugged. She was the drug, and he wanted more. When they finally drifted away from each other, all he wanted was to go back, and he slipped a hand under her sweater and touched her breasts. She didn't seem to mind at all, and her hand was resting lightly on his crotch, which bulged at her touch. He felt as though he had suddenly gone insane. Petty was smiling at him as she pressed closer to him and kissed him again. "What about your kids?" he asked as he reached hungrily into her jeans and devoured her mouth. Devoured her mouth. Worrying about her children was the last thing though he had. "They were asleep. They are asleep," she whispered, and he was aware of silence from the second bedroom. They had finally worn themselves out, but Petty and Ted had come alive, as though they were being held together by an electric current that was drawing them to each other. He couldn't keep his hands off her, and she unzipped his pants and was cradling him in her hands. "Let's go to bed," she whispered, and without hesitating, he followed her to her bedroom. It was the only place he wanted to be, as Petty locked the door and literally tore his clothes off him as he peeled off hers. All he wanted now was to be inside her, and he couldn't get there fast enough as they fell onto her bed, and she teased and taunted him unbearably until she let him get there. And then suddenly she turned around and swallowed him whole, letting him pleasure her, and then she turned again and took him into her, and Ted felt as though he had been sucked into another world and turned inside out. He had never known sex like that in his life. He was dizzy and light-headed when they finished and lay panting on the floor where they had wound up. "Oh my God," Ted said. He had been so excited that he almost felt sick, and all he wanted was more. She was a drug. "What happened?" He sounded as dazed as he felt as he squinted at her in the dark, and they climbed back into her bed. His long, athletic body was glistening with sweat, and so was hers. Hair was full and lush, and every inch of her was like a heady, warm embrace, like some kid of magic elixir that he could no longer live without. "I think they call that love," Petty said softly in the dark. They had tried not to make too much noise so as not to wake her kids, and they were whispering now. He wasn't sure he agreed with her word choice. He didn't know her well enough to love her. He didn't know her at all. But it was the wildest sex he could ever have imagined, and an experience he knew he would never forget. I'm not sure that's love," he said honestly, "but it's the best sex I have ever had." He ran a hand down her stomach and between her legs and touched the place that had just welcomed him so warmly and given him so much joy. "Is that all it was for you? Just sex?" She sounded disappointed, and he laughed softly in the dark. "It was some kids of world-class explosion." He tried to describe it. "The Hiroshima of lovemaking, or Mount Vesuvius of something." It had never happened to him like that before. He could only imagine that it must be how people felt on psychedelic drugs, which he had never tried. I have wanted you since the first time you walked into my class, Petty whispered, and as he saw her in the moonlight streaming in of her bedroom window, she suddenly looked like a little girl with masses of soft curly blonde hair and huge eyes. She looked innocent and sweet, not like the femme fatale who had taken him to the heights of seduction only moments before. She seemed to have many faces and facets, which only helped intrigue him more. He was surprised to hear that she had noticed him in class.